Okay guys, let's talk about the perfect home for our scaly friends. Today we're going to talk about leopard geckos. Just like us, they need a cozy and stylish abode. So let's look at the terrarium, let's look at their kingdom, their sanctuary, and what options. Now this is Ekke, a female leopard gecko. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a blank slate. I'm going to clean out the terrarium, which is just a 60 by 45 by 30. I'm going to reattach the heat pad in one corner of the terrarium as per requirements. And going to start with paper towel, super basic system. Now this is a really basic option for you guys. Paper towels on the bottom, you've got two hide options, you've got the humidity hide, and you've also obviously going to have some calcium powder and a couple of milk cartons with some water. And then we're going to talk about insects, their diet. So what does Ekke eat? Well, being a leopard gecko, Ekke eats bugs, insects, so mealworms, crickets, locusts, waxworms. I've got some mealworms for her today, just to get her nice and plump, eating on a cold winter's day in Christchurch. So I'm going to pick out a few. I'm going to add some sprinkle, add some supplement, do the salt bay style, and get it all ready in there for her. Now leopard geckos originate from Afghanistan, Pakistan, really arid areas, so they need to have warm, dry terrariums. Hence why paper towels can be a really great option. Now obviously I've already talked about bugs enough, but I can't reiterate more. You need bugs. If you want to keep reptiles, you want to be keeping insects. You're going to need crickets, you're going to need tubs, you're going to need options for them. You're going to try and breed them. You're going to have rack systems. You need them, right? They're expensive. The idea is to breed, but if you can't breed, you're going to need to think about having insects in your garage, in your reptile room, whatever it may be, because it's unfortunately one of their main dietary sources. So how did I make this really basic system? Well, paper towels, a couple hides, a plastic terrarium box, a couple milk cartons. Really simple stuff that you can get from around the house. Not the most aesthetically pleasing, but really simple. Another key element is temperature. Leopard geckos are reptiles, meaning they need constant ambient temperatures. Thermostats are a really good option. You can get the cheap digital thermometer to make sure that they're nice and happy and that they can digest their food, just like what Ekke is going to do shortly. This is just Ekke content for you, to distract you and to show you how awesome leopard geckos are. So let's talk about the additional things leopard gecko might need. I got here a heat lamp holder, a cage, an infrared heat lamp that I'll use, and the attachment. I'm going to put two together. But firstly, let's look at option one. Now, setup option one is the basic option that you've seen previously. All right, just paper towels, a piece of wood as a hide and a basking spot. I've got a plastic container which I've cut a hole, put some vermiculite in there. It's essentially humid hide. I've got some milk carton lids for water, calcium, and also food. A cardboard box which I've cut a hole, and obviously Ekke is on her heat mat looking pretty grumpy. This is option two, a lot more complex, a lot more aesthetically pleasing. I've got substrate, I've got more natural elements in there. Let's talk about substrate. Now a lot of people talk about sand. Sand is not recommended, but you can still have amazing alternatives. This is New Zealand fernwood. Now this is from New Zealand. It's a mix of pungalog and other fern elements you can plant into this. It's a bit dry. I'll add some moisture, but essentially this is fantastic. It allows them to naturally get that burying instinct, and it looks cool in the terrarium as you'll see the finished product. But let's have a look. It almost looks like a mix of soil, but it's literally just mushed up fern, and I think that's why I love it. It's got this amazing element, a natural element to it, and this is it. So I've got some schist, I've got that same piece of wood, I've got that humid hide in the back so you can't really see it. Everything else is the same. The infrared heat lamp is on the top. Now in the thumbnail you'll see how awesome infrared lamps look at night, but otherwise this is it. Now this is option two. You've got option one, which is the same terrarium, but you're on a real basic paper towel system. This is option two with substrate, with more natural elements. So it's really up to you what you want to use. Now obviously Ekke's going to love option two a bit more. There's more stimulus for her, more natural enrichment, but this is her crawling around and exploring. Now setup option 3 is the tub system. Super controversial, super popular in North America, but it's great for efficiency. So obviously in these tub systems, you have multiple levels, multiple geckos, really basic, another hide in that corner, but you essentially have 2 to 3 hides. Make sure you have all their stimulants, you have heat pads underneath, but otherwise that's it. Those are your 3 main options that you can think about, I guess. Now, this is a 60 centimeter in length. I would not recommend this for any more than 1 adult leopard gecko, and I'll probably upgrade Ekke. She deserves bigger and better, but this would be suitable for up to 2 babies or just 1 adult. But otherwise, if you just plan on having 1 leopard gecko, I'm sure this size will do just fine. Check out below, I've got links for all the products I'm using. They are affiliate links, but they support me. Otherwise, guys, I hope you like this one. I love leopard geckos. They're incredibly amazing animals, super easy to handle, and super easy pets to look after. Stay tuned for the next one.